Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here in Studio Hopi Connect, where usually we are shooting all webinaries and then with love we are sharing with you. Today, we will talk a bit about the flexibility, about the seasonal peaks, where we can share with you our tools, our mechanisms, and basically what we are using to be able to manage all the peaks. Let me introduce myself. My name is Peter, and I'm luckily not alone here. So here in studio, please let me introduce you. Tomáš.
Hello, Peter. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you very much. And we have two colleagues remotely, Roman Trávníček, who is responsible for the production in Hopi Prostějov, and Marek Brňo, who is responsible for operation in Slovakia.
Hello, everyone.
So, as a first, we prepared short video as a tasting for you. So, if I may ask, please come with the video. So hope you enjoyed the video. And one important remark, if you have any question, just leave a comment under this video. So as a first, let me introduce myself. So my name is Peter Macala, and one more time, nice to meet you, nice to see you. I'm working in Hopi Holding as a warehouse holding director. I'm responsible for warehousing, so basically standard setting, automation strategy, operation efficiency, and operation itself. I'm working for Hopi like 20 years, and my hobbies, definitely, it's a Hopi. It's a traveling with my family, so I'm proud father and husband. Also, I have a dog and love it also. And then we spend the time by traveling, and we are enjoying many video games, especially Mario. And my personal motto is success is a journey, not destination. So few figures and few information about Hopi. So as you know, we were established in 1992. We are a family-owned company with professional management, and we are one of the biggest logistic company in our region. So we are service provider in the logistics with pretty complex service portfolio. Our key focus, and we are key player in the FMCG, and our region covers CE. Today, we will talk a bit about the logistic, so gastro, production, and agriculture, which is the other services we are providing. We will provide you some webinaries in upcoming months. So about the logistics, as I mentioned, we are in 7 countries, active in 7 countries. We are providing warehousing services in all temperature regimes, so from -20 to +30. We are providing services in the warehousing, like central warehouses, cross-docking, end-of-line logistics service providing, and then value-added services in all regimes. In the transportation field, we are providing services for primary transport, distribution, and the newest company established in logistics is a fulfillment. So basically, or B2C services. Global solution, it's another branch of the Hoppe logistic, and we are providing here rail, road, air, and ocean. So basically all the services. About Hoppe. So as I mentioned, we are active in 7 countries: Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Germany, and Croatia. I have to say that in Germany, we are manufacturing here some antepasty, so basically food production. And unfortunately, in Croatia, we didn't establish any DC. And if there will be possibility, I will be more than happy to open it and to help start there. So in those 7 countries, we have 17 distribution centers. 2 DCs will be launched still this year. So we will open new DC in Chomutov, and we will provide their services for brand new partner. And we are starting also the penetration to the German market. The second DC we are opening this year, it's extension of Madunice, where we want to provide one roof services for our great partner, Metro. In these 17 DCs, we are cooperating with 5,000 people. We have like 600,000 square meters, then 550 customers. And through these 17 DCs, the annual throughput is 11 million pallets. We are also fully certificated, so all ISOs, HACCP, Bio, so everything is under control. Last comment, we also think about the environment, and just small remark, we want to reduce CO2 by 30% to 2030, and we want to be also, I have to say, bit neutral, carbon neutral in 2050. We want to reduce the emission by 95%. And that is a nice motto. If you find a way, if you find a path in life without obstacle, it surely leads to no destination. So now I will pass my words to Tomáš, because we want to show you how to avoid such situation. You can see here a nice picture. It's true that it's AI generated, but you can see all the pallets in the row. People doesn't know what to do, what to expect, and even the fire started. So Tomáš, what's the first we need to avoid such situation?
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Peter, it's definitely gathering the information and communication with the clients and customers. Let me also introduce myself. My name is Tomáš Patra. I'm with Hoppe for 11 years, actually joined as a junior, so I will use this opportunity to do a little advertisement for all the university students. It was really fun, at least in my case, so do not hesitate to join the logistic career, because it makes sense and it makes impact to the whole society. What I do, my last assignment is to develop the fulfillment and the e-com product that we are working on in a couple of last years. And of course, I have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful 2 boys, which I'm enjoying the time with, especially playing the soccer in all places we can possibly. And my personal motto is that the teamwork is always stronger than just the individualities. So creating the right team, right fit, and different persons with different opinion in team is critical for any organization, and especially logistics. Hoppe is not only the trucks on the road or the distribution centers, but for a couple of last years, we are developing the fulfillment, and we are proudly serving these comprehensive solutions in, as you can see, most of the region now, from coffee branch to beauty sector, home and cleaning products, home and kitchen products and others. So we will be more than happy to start the journey together with your fulfillment as well. Let's have a look at the next slide, how the peak in fulfillment can look like. So you can see the graphs that represents volumes, and you can see the pictures on the right side, which represents the physical reality in the warehouse. Actually, the first picture is, or both graphs are from the last year. The first one represents November and the daily view. So you can easily recognize when the Black Friday or Cyber Monday was. It was at the end of month, and you can see that the volume was even tripled or 4 times bigger than usual. So thanks for that to the whole Polish team to be able to manage such a incredible volume. And then the graph below represents the monthly view. So again, it's quite visible the behavior of every one of us as a customer. And basically, the end of the year, the winter peak season is the strongest one. Now, let's talk about the gathering of information. So at Hoppe, we believe that there are 2 key factors for right managing of the peak. And I would say it's not only about managing the peak properly, but for us as a logistic lovers, it's also about, and the magic is to make it efficiently. There are 2 key stones or success factors for that. The first one starts with actually the initial discussion with the partner, which is usually tender, and basically to design the whole solution for the customers during the initial discussions during the tender. So we are definitely not designing the operations for the average, but also covering the peaks. It has an impact to square meters, to number of gates, to number of automation, robots, equipment, IT, and some other things. Productivity, shift pattern, overtimes, weekends, this all needs to be taken into the consideration when designing the operation. So I would say that's the first step to be successful during the peak. The second milestone is then the real operation, and it's about information sharing and communication proactively with the customer. So what we like and what is our approach with customers is basically to share the annual information, annual forecast, which then can be rolling and updated on monthly basis. And then we like to work with the long-term forecast, which is usually 8 weeks, which based on that, we are already building up the personnel and the whole crew. And this forecast is rolling as well. Then in many operations, we are working also with the short term, which is the weekly one, usually shared on Wednesday. It covers the detailed information, not only about the outbound, but the inbound as well. And this is basically usually used for the real planning already. Of course, there are additional factors like we are checking the websites of our fulfillment clients, because this is where you will always get the last info about the promotions and what is 1 + 1. We are also checking the salary terms for the employees. So it varies in each country. So this is also important factor to be taken into the consideration. Plus also the historical data that we, thanks to our great SAP, we have in the system. So we are not only combining the forecasts, but also we are working with the reality payment checks of the persons and the historical data. So to sum it up, gathering informations at Hoppe, it's 2 milestones. First is the design of the operation before we will even start. And second one is the forecasting and all those information put together.
Tomasz, thank you. Thank you for this information about the information. So when I was designing team for this webinar, definitely one of the target was to cover the critical product streams that we have in Hoppe. So guys, from your product stream, from your business, what informations or what elements are crucial for you before the starting of the peak? Marek, something it says me that it's about the number of the pallets and the positions. Am I right? Sorry, small mistake. So Marek, so tell us something about the necessity of the planning of the pallet spots. So what's
Yeah, Peter,
critical for you?
thank you for the word. First of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation, and it's my pleasure to be here. Yeah, and you're right. I understand your question. First, we look at the forecast from our partner, and at the same time analyze our historical data and the current volume trends for this partner. And our goal is for this fit the volume into our existing capacity and maximize our warehouse utilization. If one warehouse is truly full, we find a solution, or we try to find a solution uh, in the other warehouses within the country. The next steps is to stay in close contact with our colleagues from other nearby Hopi countries and try to move that volumes there.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And Roman, what's critical element for you before the starting of the physical peak? What's critical for you?
Well, since our product portfolio is really variable and volumes changes frequently, automation is not the way how we can handle the peaks. So for us, the critical is really reliable and well-trained people. That's crucial for us. Also, since we are we need some machinery to process all the production. Some preventive maintenance is also crucial for us to be ready and not be surprised during peaks.
Perfect, excellent. So thank you guys for adding these operational hints. And now I guess, Honzo, we can move to second topic, and we will talk a bit about the planning.
So hello everyone. My name is Roman Trávníček. I'm the operations manager for value-added services department at Hopi Prostějov. I joined Hopi in 2021 and started as a shift leader. Over time, I moved into SAP support for operations, and later I took over the management of the entire value-added service with up to 80 people in production during peak season. Our department supports some of the biggest players in FMCG sector like Mondelez or Nestle. We are delivering packaging and promotional solutions, I hope with high flexibility and precision. My role focuses on managing team performance and ensuring that operations run smoothly and efficiently. I am also responsible for workforce and capacity planning, meeting financial targets, and making sure our customers are satisfied. A large part of my job is also about improving processes and implementing new technologies that help us stay flexible and scalable. Outside of work, I enjoy spending time with my family. I have 2 little kids. When I need to clear my head, I ride on the motorcycle. That always helps me to relax. And I also enjoy playing football and now exploring some new technologies like AI, 3D printing, and etc. So let me now walk you through how we prepare for the seasonal peaks. In FMCG, peak season don't begin with delivery or warehousing. Often they start with value-added services. At Hopi, we begin producing Easter season already in January and Christmas as early as August. These two seasonal peaks typically last about 2 months with strong weekly fluctuation in volumes. That means planning must begin almost immediately after the previous peak ends. To be effective, this planning is driven by close collaboration with customers. Forecasts are aligned and updated continuously, becoming more accurate as the seasonal peak and the production date approach. This allows us to prepare workforce plans, shift structures, equipment availability well in advance. We also, as was said before, use historical data to anticipate volumes and identify potential bottlenecks, whether it's a specific machine capacity or labor-intensive process. Outside the peak period, we take the time to review and optimize our workflow, and we make improvements based on the past experience and real-time feedback from the production floor. Once the plan is in place, we focus on building strong seasonal workforce. Recruitment and onboarding starts weeks ahead of the season. The goal is to give new workers enough time to be trained, gain confidence, get familiar with the environment and procedures. As you can see behind me, we have a training room that simulates a real environment for the production and for the warehouse, so that we can train them before we send people to real production. At Hopi, our onboarding approach also depends on how long the workers stay with us. For short-term peaks, we aim for 80% productivity for temporary staff, but if someone stays longer, such 4 to 8 weeks in season, our goal is to get them to close to 100% productivity within 3 weeks. This seasonal support is only effective when combined with solid and experienced core team. That's really important. During off-peak periods, our core team members are continuously trained to become highly flexible and multi-skilled. They can lead production lines in season, support quality processes, and most importantly, they can act as trainers who share their experience with new workers. In parallel, motivation plays a critical role, of course. We use transparent bonus systems and seasonal perks, but the key driver is trust for me. We maintain open communication and make sure everyone understands what is going on, what is expected from them, and that they are not facing the pressure alone. We also regularly evaluate and openly discuss with production team how we are doing, what is working, what is not, what we can improve. We are making sure that everyone receives any promised bonuses. This is also important to keep them motivated and to keep the trust. When the pressure is high, also our administrative teams, myself included, step directly in the operations, in production. So we try to lead by example and stand with our frontline teams during these hard times. And I think this involvement sends a clear message. We are in this together. We have to work this together. At the same time, as I said, critical is technical readiness. Before each season, we check fully and service all key machines and lines. For production, we focus to have spare parts and packaging materials early before the season. And if it's necessary, we rent additional machines to cover these bottlenecks, either from other sites within the company or through short-term leasing with suppliers. This helps us create a safety net that helps avoid downtimes in production or delivery penalties from customers. And often it turns out to be more cost-effective than waiting for something to go wrong. We also try to adapt every day. We monitor productivity, track quality, and adjust staffing and workflows in real time. We have online processes to have up-to-date data from production, and this flexibility, therefore, is not based on improvisation, it's based on the preparation and real data. We also focus to build processes that allow us to adapt and not just react to difficult situations. And I think this culture of learning and agility helps us to stay consistent even when volumes are shifting day to day. And finally, what set us apart, I think, is our ability to shift work across multiple sites, since we have many warehouses, as Peter said. At Hopi, we operate value-added service centers in nearly every major warehouse. Each one is focused on different customers, and they have slightly different peak periods. If one location reaches capacity, whether it's a lack of people or problems with machines, another can provide support. And this flexibility is only possible because we prepare for it. We share know-how, we use standardized procedures, and we make sure every location meets the same quality and audit standards. Everything is aligned and tested in advance. Also, every customer has different standards, so we focus also to have audits on different warehouses. To wrap up, I think by combining early planning, prepared teams, reliable processes, and site-to-site coordination, we ensure that even the most challenging peak are handled with flexibility and confidence.
Roman, thank you. I made a few notes here, and definitely we're touching how critical value human many times. We just translated to myself as a ramp-up period for the newcomers. So, guys, if I will ask you to describe what ramp-up period is, how long it takes people to be productive. So, what's your opinion on it? So basically, what's ramp-up period, how we are tracking it, and how we are handling with it. Marek, Tomáš, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I will maybe quickly react and then Marek can continue, but I would say it all depends on the ramp-up curve. It's gonna be the big bang or just smooth ramp-up of the peak, but usually, and then based on that, also we are deciding if to use the core employee which we're gonna hire or we will use the agency people. That's also critical to decide. Usually, at least at the fulfillment, the learning curve should be max 4 weeks, so 80-90%. Usually between third and fourth week, the productivity is on 90. Then to do the last step to 100% takes extra few months usually. So that's about the ramp up in fulfillment.
Marek, any tool, how we are tracking it, how we are evaluating, how we are working basically with that?
Yeah, that is very important to checking the learning curve, because that's the game changer. Because when you are ready for some volume and your newcomers will not deliver the targeted what you set up before, it can be a little bit issue. But it's very important to evaluate every time. So I agree with guys and what Tomáš said. So yeah, that's a bit for me.
Okay, thank you. So Marek, stage is yours. We have all the information. We have done preparation for all the elements. So tell us something about the physical execution of the peak and how informations are critical and how we are sharing it.
So good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marek Brňom, and I'm the operation director of Hopy Slovakia. I've been with the company for 6 years, starting as a logistic manager and gradually moving into my current role. My key responsibilities include operation efficiency, more cost management and budgeting, team leadership and development, collaboration with Hopy Group management, and of course operational safety. In my free time, I enjoy spending time with my family, doing sport with my or outdoor activities with my 2 small beautiful boys, and watching films. And the personal motto is success is a result of discipline, not chance. So next slide, please. Let's talk something about execution of the peak, and now I would like to share with you how we approach the physical execution of the peak and then peak season in our operation during several time or peaks in a year by applying the PDCA cycle: plan, do, check, act. It's a proven cycle of continuous improvement that help us handle increased pressure while maintaining quality and performance. Plan. So what we do, several weeks before the season, we analyze data from previous years, like volumes, complaints, downtimes, and failures. This allows us to forecast the expected growth and workload. We then plan our capacities, like how many people we need, what layout adjustment to make, and whether we have enough equipment. Of course, it's very important. We define target KPIs. We define it internally, or we can define it and set up with our partners. And for example, like picking accuracy, order fill KPI, case fill KPIs, and order lead times. And most importantly, we align the plan with all departments internally in Hopi. And we need to be aligned with transport department, sales and customer service, HR, and IT, and of course technical department, because of handling equipment must be prepared every time. So we can move forward, and once the peak starts, we move into the do phase. Our goal is to maintain strong daily performance and deliver consistent quality in every order. We keep full focus on our KPIs and monitor them daily, and we hold our daily management system every time, several times per day. We start with top 15, top 10, and top 5, and we cascade the information to the shop floor, and we talk on that stand-up meetings and meetings when we can improve and what was wrong, and what can we fix it and be better for the next shift. We track deviation from the plan and in the real time and react immediately, and we reinforce collaboration with transport and customer service. It's very important at the top 15 meeting, and the feedback is very important between the colleagues. We also focus on keeping the team motivated. It's a very important part, and through the open communication, recognition, and ongoing support. So we need to the management team and the leadership team must be part of the shop floor and every time. We can move forward to the next slide, please. And the phase check. Throughout the peak, we monitor our KPIs every day, accuracy, delays, or error rates, as well as customer feedback. That's very important. And we talk with our people, listen to what's working and what's not, and continuously compare reality versus plan. In this phase, we work with several tools, and these tools and the package of these tools, we call it Promise internally. There are a lot of transactions in our operation system, SAP, something like mismatches, where we monitor the problems with master data, and when we trying to find some pallets, and we can monitor the idle times, and a lot of transactions where they can tell us when we can be better. After the check is the next phase, is the phase act. So next slide, please. Thank you. Act or improving based on what we see. We make operational adjustments, reallocate staff, and change layouts or fine-tune processes. After the peak is over, we evaluate what worked, what didn't, and what needs to change. All these lessons or lessons learned are documented and applied for following year. This is a very important part because we want to be better, and we want to teach on our mistakes, and we want to fix it to the next year. So I can send this. That's from my side, and I hand it over to my colleague.
Got it. Thank you for your speech, guys. Something from the background. So I will ask the question. So, what was the most difficult peak in your life? Why? Tell us. Somebody.
No. Dzięki, Peter. To pamiętam bardzo dobre. Yeah, I would say, yeah, maybe I will try this.
It's not work.
It's not working. Okay, maybe later. Yeah, so
Probably you are sharing some habits.
yeah, I wanted
country.
to say hi to all the colleagues of Polska. Yeah, but for me, it was definitely it was not, I would say, by the customer driven, rather by the project driven peak. But we had this summer of 2021 where we had to reallocate from one warehouse in Grodzisk Mazowiecki to Szanów, where we had to reallocate the whole stock while keeping up the running operation. So that means a lot of planning and a lot of doing on the daily basis because the operation needed to be running, and we also had to use all the equipment and the racking. So basically, disassemble it to move it to the new one, build it up, prepare the space while carefully reallocating the goods, while serving the customers, while doing the inbound. So all these components together was, I would say, even more difficult than the peak for me. Key success factor was definitely the planning and doing and using the common sense on daily basis. That was my personal most difficult peak in logistics.
Sounds crazy. I know something also about it, but thank you for this insight comment. So, jingle. So, if you are lucky, you are unmuted. So, as you saw, the fourth element is evaluation of the peak. So, guys, I ask you to help me. Are the critical elements what you are after the peak you are doing? So it's information sharing, I guess, with customers. So Marek, I know that you are fairly frequent talking with your famous customers. So may I ask you to describe what information you are sharing, how it's helping you, how it's helping to the customers, and what we are taking from that.
Yeah, thank you. I understand. Let's call it closing meeting or evaluation the peak with our partners, and we start with a review of the agreed KPIs, like what I mentioned before in my presentation, like service level, picking accuracy, lead time performance, and order fill performance. And next we analyze, for example, bid reports, which help us evaluate supplier performance, including delivery timing and reliability of the suppliers. And we then carry out a lesson learned session to summarize what worked well and where we see improvement potential for next year. An important part of this review is comparing the forecasted volume to actual volume handled and identifying key deviations. We also assess the quality of communication and the way escalation were managed during the peak, where issues solved quickly and transparently, where both teams aligned and responsive. Then we discuss ways to simplify processes such as order flow, pallet exchange, or even daily reporting routines. And it's also important to collect feedback from both sides, our warehouse teams and our partners, customer teams. Yes, what did they experience in practice? Where did they face bottlenecks or friction? Based on
Když tak to přebere, jo?
Oh, unfortunately, sounds like we lost Marek, but it was pretty interesting your speech, Marek, fortunately. So just to wrap it up, there are two elements which needs to be informed. The first one, definitely customer, as Marek described, so to share the best practices, what happened, what went wrong, what good. So basically to bring some learning on the table, to communicate it with the customer, to do the corrective and preventive action, and to be the most efficient in upcoming peak. But still, my feeling is that we have to share another round of the information with our employees. So, Romane, hopefully you are managing something like this in your operation. So may I ask you to describe a bit more how these meetings looks like and what's energy is there?
Sure. So during the peak, we of course have regular meetings on weekly basis, if necessary on daily basis. As I said, when we discuss what is critical and what we have to focus. After the season, we try to evaluate the most, let's say, impactful workers that supports the whole team, that had the biggest impact, and that help us to go through these critical times. So of course there are some bonus systems and extra rewards for these workers. But at the end of the peaks, we also try to organize at least some small happening or feasts for the workers to express our thanks to them. And as Marek said, also with customers, we operate or we have and organize some small workshop to discuss what we can improve for next peaks, etc. So
Thank you, Roman. Definitely thank you for all the inputs. And I will just add one story here. Evaluation with the people. So once we made the evaluation with the people and with the customer, and they mentioned that this peak was really successful. So we delivered enormous number of the pallets to the final destination. Everybody was happy. The customer has nice sales, and he organized the nice team building for us. So it was really nice to see it, how those two words were connected, and I will tell you, we enjoy it a lot, and even much more with the presence of the customers. So, yeah, that's life. So,
Petra, I will maybe ask you also one question, because as far as we're running this webinar, you've been asking us the question.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
as I know, you spent also a couple of years in the operation.
Yep.
So what was your routine, either individual or the team routine, to be prepared for the peak? Like, did you wear some, football Sparta jersey to show the winning mentality, or what was your magic?
So, I have to say that reading by example. So even whenever there is a weekend shift, come to the work, show your interest, bring something, just Red Bull and some biscuit, do the handshake, thanks to the people, and show them that you are on the same boat. So basically, leading by example, and then definitely perfect planning, all the PDCA routines. So basically, what we try to pass you today. So basically, that's how we are using it and how I was using it in the operation. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
And Sparta jersey, yeah. Unless we are the last football club in Prague. So from Sunday we have two. One is focusing for handball, and second one is football. So you know the story. Slavia won, but
Oh, you mean the new strategy by scoring the goal with the hands?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I will ask Hamza, do we have any questions, or unfortunately not? So hopefully no. But okay, so during the webinar, I was trying to act as a viewer, so I ask many questions. So as a first, thank you guys, thank you Roman, Marek, and thank you Tomáš for your time and preparation, because it took us minimally 1 week, more 2 weeks, I have to say, to prepare everything, to think about it, what to say, how to say. So it was not easy. So thank you that you spent your time with me and with yourself just to prepare it. Thank you for everybody who connected this webinar. Hopefully you enjoy it as we do. And stay tuned. Definitely many other webinars will come. So the next one hopefully will be Hopy Prostějov. Hopy Prostějov is not only our biggest DC, but it's also our greenest DC. So together with Marek Žemlička, you will understand everything what we are doing there. And in the meantime, you can join us, you can meet us. So let's come to Munich, let's come to East Log, Slow Log. You can see us here, you can talk with us, so we can inspire you definitely, or we can talk a bit more about the topics. So thank you very much. Have a nice rest of the day. See you.